like, yeah. Never let it know your dreams. Put it into a dark regime. Transform the score machine. I ain't had no pot to piss and now I'm frying competition. Burn my way to top position. Scared he fuck out the kitchen. Let him cook. Let me cook. Let him cook. Let me cook. Let him cook. Let me cook. Let him cook. I'm frying competition.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Hey, it's Monday night. You know what the fuck that means.
Monday.
I acknowledge the OTC Monday, Friday, Thursday, and Saturday and Sunday.
Hey, as long as
Any
it
day
ends
that
in a
ends
Y.
in Y.
Absolutely.
As long as it ends in a Y, man, I'm buying in. Welcome.
How y'all doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
It's Monday.
Good.
It is Monday. It's time for Raw. It's
Yes,
time for
sir.
some goody goodies.
Yes, sir.
3 hours of fun.
Hey, yeah, you know,
Oh, I got
and normally we'd have this set up a little bit different, but we're working a different format for a second. First and foremost, Raw's about to be lit. There's a gang of shit on it. And Trevor, shout out to you for throwing this to me last night to give me the preview.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was amazing, man. We got Randy Orton on the card tonight. Rhea Ripley, which I'm assuming you're going to have Damian Priest by her side. I'm thinking she throws out a little challenge. What do you think? Hell in a Cell, Liv Morgan, Bash at Berlin? Berlin street fight? Hey, Berlin street fight, Terror Twins, Dom and Liv? I posted that up, man. What do y'all think of that?
I like that.
I like the tag team match. I think yeah. So,
Yeah.
Like I think that's the perfect scenario coming off of this pay-per-view. It's a perfect way to kind of get when you get that pimple and you pop it and you get a lot of pus in it, but there's that head down there. They're like things aren't really settled. Like this is what that is. This is the pus release kind of thing for them, which helps them separate and go their own ways in a manner of speaking with the storylines, but still be intertwined. So I really like this.
I like it for the fact that we're bringing back the match tag team. Now, I know we never going to get what we got back in the day where women and a woman and a man is in the ring throwing hands with each other because they don't breed them like China no more. But I would love to see Rhea Ripley rip the hell out that mullet off Dom's head.
Oh,
it's going to happen. Dom no more. He's Dum.
Dum.
I mean, I don't know, man. I can't really get mad at it, dude.
I mean, realistically, any man in that situation, it's a win-win situation. Somebody just got hurt. As long as I'm sorry, females. As long as he didn't get hurt, that's all that matters to him.
Yes. I support that, though.
But, I mean, in a man's predicament, I'm a veer a little bit. In a man's predicament, do you want to call a female mommy or would you prefer to be called daddy? I think that's what he took into consideration.
I mean, it's a win-win either way.
I like your assessment of that.
Listen, every week I expose myself a little bit more and more.
I'm waiting on Sept to pop up for the Simp Patrol. Hey, so we are kind of waiting for the arrival of Scullywag, who is live at WWE with his daughter. And big shout out to Daniel, bro, because the videos he posted were lit.
Yes.
Like big shout out to his daughter, little Scullywag, because she's been famous in the last few days. She kind of shamed on Franco. She kind of beat him to the punch.
Hey, that was cool,
That was.
but here's the thing, though. Her meeting Drew McIntyre and giving him a bracelet in the same way that he got CM Punk's bracelet. I talked to Daniel earlier, bro.
Could he mention that?
I hope, since she got to give Drew McIntyre that bracelet, I hope he's got that on his left hand tonight.
I'm not gonna lie.
How cool would it be to even mention it?
Bro, if he mentions it, no. Hey,
I
would love if it became a storyline part of this.
Imagine this real quick. Drew McIntyre's got CM Punk's. What if her bracelet becomes property of CM Punk?
Oh,
and the two biggest storylines right now aren't over titles. It's over a necklace and a bracelet. Imagine you add her bracelet to it.
Listen, first off, I'm gonna feel so genuine that I know her and that her bracelet isn't a storyline.
Bro,
I'm gonna be like, you big time famous.
Hey, bro, Stoli told me, man, like how happy she was after meeting him and the emotions that she felt that she got to give him that bracelet.
Bro, you can't compare when you're a kid like that.
Yo, if that becomes part of a WWE storyline, yeah, I'm generally gonna be happy for that child, bro. That is going to be probably the littest moment, I think, since the Super Bowl for all of us.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know, when you're a kid like that, guys, like think about it. Just meeting them in general and then being able to go to the show and then coming back home the next week or the week before and then seeing them on TV, like that's what wrestling's about, man. That is what this is about. They have literally, in that household specifically, because we know the story, guys, they have built generations of wrestling fans just by somebody turning on the show because The Rock was on. Because back when they were a kid, The Rock did that for them, in a manner of speaking, you know. That is what it's all about, dude. That's a freaking awesome story. Awesome. I can't wait.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to promo Daniel into this.
Trevor, how was your first day at work?
It was the first day of school. It was a day.
What grade again?
6th, 7th, and 8th.
That's what. Ooh, middle school. Middle school. Like I go to jail.
I have all the motherfuckers that are in that awkward phase and they think they hot shit. You can't tell them nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, I need you to do your work. I don't feel like doing my work. You do it. Oh, hang on. At work. Okay, well, if you don't feel like doing your work, please go to the office.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't. I bless you, man. Bless you, because I couldn't do that. It's
but
bad
other
enough
than that, it was
being a manager of a fast food restaurant.
I don't miss
that. That's got its perks. I ain't gonna lie.
It got its perks, but I don't miss it.
Hey, here we go. I'm aiming to get him in.
Let's go.
I'm telling you.
I'm not gonna lie. If this happens, this is the dopest, coolest fucking thing
ever.
I'm
gonna tell you right now, Daniel's gonna have to send me videos because if we do we're either gonna need it for if we can get her reaction tonight. I know you probably won't be able to do it, Trevor, but I am gonna see if we can get her on for like at least the recording, and we can post it.
Okay.
Bro, if she can go, I'll be ready to go after the show if you want to go.
Okay. I was gonna say I'll let Daniel know.
Yeah, if you want to go after the show, you let me know. I'll be ready.
Yeah.
For that, absolutely.
It's gonna
I'd love
suck
to be a
being tired
tailcoat
tomorrow.
rider for this story because this sounds fun.
Oh, bro, it's gonna be. You
Like,
know
I'm
what, bro?
stoked for the kid.
Dude,
Oh,
Much less
they've been
Danny.
talking
anything for the
about it.
kids.
They've been talking about this shit, bro, since they got
Months.
the tickets. And it's
Months.
cool that talking with Scully, I'm glad him and Sarah got into wrestling. And they got this opportunity, bro. This is gonna be cool.
Absolutely.
Listen, people say football bring people together. Nah, a common interest brings people together.
Yo,
Yes,
I
sir.
tell you right now, nothing brings real people together like wrestling.
I will say this.
I mean, multicultural? No, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
NBA and wrestling. But NBA makes you fight.
Now,
No, the only time that happens is NBA and the Olympics, because I caught myself watching the finals the other day.
As long as you didn't
And
watch
I tried, bro. I didn't even watch. I don't know what I was doing.
It was
I was
horrible.
probably playing Call of Duty.
It was like an 80-year-old breakdance.
You know what? The fact that it's part of the Olympics was crazy.
listen, I love that they're adding a sport that they know they have no chance to beat our asses in. You want to play American flag football, and you act like we ain't finna call any person at the fucking NFL level.
Yo, I was gonna say, man, like, I'm not to really veer off subject, but bro, what other nation has an entire starting five plus like 9 other guys? Bro, what other team has a team fully loaded with guys that are legit starting NBA players? Like, none of the guys on Team USA are a backup besides on Team USA. Name
Everybody
another
is a starter in the NBA.
Bro, you think we're going to do that in flag football? Give me Pat Mahomes, Tyreek Hill.
Hell, listen, I'll go one step further. Give me LSU's offense out there. You ain't stopping LSU offense. You ain't stopping Free Shoes University offense. You ain't stopping them shooty ass Gators offense.
He said Free Shoes University.
I heard that.
Yo, that is savage. Heel turn.
Ain't even Friday.
Such a heel turn.
Ain't even Friday.
But in the sense that I was getting at, y'all sure y'all want to do this against us? Because Canada plays they shit ass backwards. I mean, Germany might come in second place. I only know that because I used to watch football in Germany because of a cousin. So, listen.
Straight up, though, bro, that is going to be bonkers. Like, think about that for a sec. We're legit about that. We're going to have American flag football. We're okay. Hey, come time for the Olympics in 2028 in LA, when they make this a thing, we're gonna predict a roster. We're gonna predict who represents Team USA.
By then, hopefully, it's on national TV.
It should be.
I mean, I'm just saying, we got quality content. I mean, first off, let's just look at these handsome mugs here.
Oh, my bad. You talking about us?
Listen,
man,
if you sign me up for American flag football, I'm gonna tell you right now, the 4-8 that I can run on top of these hands and the bad body that I carry with it, I'm scoring touchdowns. You ain't touching me, and I'm stiff arming you in your fuck ass face. That's all I got to say on that.
I'm your defensive coordinator. My knees ain't it right now, bro, and they will never be it.
Touche. All right. So now, while I'm waiting to see if Daniel pops on.
Okay.
Let's talk about it, bro. We got Randy Orton on the docket tonight. Bro? I got a question. What is the possibility that Randy Orton beats Gunther in Berlin? Not only that, but what's the possibility of Orton having a decent title run?
I think both are highly possible. I honestly originally thought they weren't gonna, immediately take that title away from Gunther.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna take the title from Gunther, Randy Orton can easily be viewed as the one to take it. Not only take it, but go on a run. The question here, and it's been the question for the last 3-4 years, health.
And
Can he
that's why
stay
I'm
healthy
asking.
for a good run?
That's why I'm asking though. Do you do it now? And say he gets hurt, bro. Say his body just can't take it. Then
He
hey,
ain't
bro,
got
you
many
could
more
have
bumps to
vacated.
take.
Yeah, like okay, if your body can't take it, vacate a title, and then you go on and have a little tournament, and hey, maybe Gunther wins it back.
Right. I mean,
you know what?
Look, you still got bad blood, which it could turn into a two thing, real. But at the same time, maybe he loses the title at this one because of interference, Giovanni Vinci. Okay, and then they get a rematch, or they get a match at Bad Blood against each other.
That, and maybe Orton wins. And I'm thinking about it here.
I'm kind of thinking when I saw that, I'm like, ooh, does Randy win that and go on a little run? Because he ain't got many runs left.
So this is my thoughts on it.
Okay.
I
you had to go
like
pick
the
him up out
idea.
the refrigerator?
So
I saw one of the dogs in the front yard, and I was like, wait, what the fuck is the dog doing?
But hang on,
Sorry,
though. Heel turn moment for this.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And this is really running towards the Randy Orton beating Gunther. You beat Gunther. You let him have you have him let whatever run his body will let him have. Say his body gets him to the Royal Rumble. Then he gets into Elimination Chamber, maybe before. You can put the title up for grabs at Elimination. You can put it up at Rumble.
Hear me out.
But
I like both. I like what both of y'all said.
Okay.
I like the idea because I was with Derek. I thought they was gonna give Gunther a little bit of a title reign, but with it being Randy, and this is possibly Randy's last go at it, I will say he is tied with Triple H at 14 reigns. Cena's tied with Flair at 16. So if you give it to Randy, he breaks the tie and creates a new second place.
Yes.
So
I can see that.
About pushing the limits.
Right. And I'm not going to lie. If you give it to Randy, I'm okay with it coming off at Survivor Series for the simple fact of I feel like whoever is taking us to Netflix needs a true title reign to introduce that doorstep into Netflix.
Okay, so and Ben brings up a good point. Well, it's not going to be a title run the way his IC title was,
right?
But it's going to be at least a lengthy run. Why would you take it off of him now when he just won it? It's kind of the same reason you took it off Damian Priest when he was really starting to get his foot and everybody was truly starting to get behind him. Like, you started to make sense of the storyline with the Judgment Day. And now I get it. Why would you take it off? But like you said, Giovanni Vinci, bro, he comes back, costs going through the title to Randy Orton. And you know what? Maybe you don't need a lengthy run at all for Randy Orton. Maybe Gunther gets it right back.
Yeah.
And then he gets a lengthy run. You get that true second place.
Right.
Does Orton really need a title run like that to justify his status?
I don't think so, because when he decides to hang them boots up, that's first battle. Like, I believe that's as soon as he's like, here's my boots in the middle of the ring, I'm done. He gonna be like John Cena, instantly, hey, we ain't waiting on this shit. put these motherfuckers. And
Well,
I'm
I
not
was
gonna
gonna
lie,
say, I'm thinking about it.
what would make me.
Does Orton
I'm
retire before John Cena's final run ends?
If his body won't give up,
that
no, he'll keep on going. But if his body, if he gets a bad injury one more time, I think he's done.
the
And it's his
fandom in
back or
me,
his neck.
yeah, the fandom in me would love to see him ride out, and
I'd love to see
till
it.
he feels like he don't want to no more.
I was
I
gonna
know
say,
that's
but
gonna be a hot minute.
realistically, can he? I don't see it.
I don't think it's a full time no more. I think it reverts to him. Like, I feel like it's that situation like we've been talking about with CM Punk. Have him in a few stories, have him go a few matches, but a lot of what Randy's doing is a lot more talking, a lot
Do we
more.
get a heel Randy before he goes?
Oh, obviously.
I hope so.
I mean,
You're gonna have to.
I think
'Cause
that's how he has to go out.
You're gonna have to because he's. I see him facing Cody.
Oh yeah,
I
oh yeah.
so
Now
what
maybe,
I
hey,
was
you know what, bro? Maybe he does maybe that championship comes at the expense of Cody down the line.
That's a possibility.
I
Because
just
you
had a
can't
thought.
help but know that they're gonna. And while Cody's got the
But-
title, he's gonna
but-
face Randy at some point.
Bro, that'd be that would be a fun little storyline.
Yeah,
Randy beats Cody. John Cena beats Randy.
Ooh.
Who do you give it? And then you know, we don't really have to push it like that. I don't give a damn. But your next up and comer, and I'm gonna think maybe Damian Priest, just because I'm still behind. Why the hell did you take the title off of him?
I was so blown away when they did that.
But maybe this is how you know, maybe you give him that next title, but you have him beat somebody like Cena, the same way you cemented Roman Reigns as the guy when you had him beat The Undertaker. Maybe that's how you kind of cement Damian Priest as, you know, your next guy like that as well.
Yeah.
Because I feel he deserves a major singles push, bro. Like, you don't have to have him as your top guy the whole time right now, but he's earned it, man. I mean, he's put in his work. Even after that documentary, bro, like, it made me appreciate the work he has done.
Absolutely. I watched that the other day, and you saw when he first came into NXT the first time how he was like green and wet behind the ears, so to speak,
Yeah.
and really wasn't digging it, and they sent him away, and he come back, and bro, when like his development, and especially if you've watched him since he's been in the company, but if you go back and watch that documentary, as you've watched him up until this point, you can see it all come to fruition. And like Damian Priest has developed probably better than anybody I've seen in the last 10 years over a 3-year period. I mean, he just 8 years ago, the guy was living in his car and doing like high school gymnasium wrestling shows for $50, you know, and just barely enough money to survive, much less pay the bills. And he comes from that to now he's not only been a champion, he earned the opportunity with Money in the Bank. He rode that out for a whole year and then won the championship. And the way he won the championship was an over manner. It wasn't shitty. It wasn't cheesy. I think it was an over effective way. I think his championship run was out of 10 stars. I will give him an 8 on his championship run because he constantly grew. You could see it every show. He got more confident and more confident and more confident.
I mean,
so like Damian Priest has give him his flowers. He's definitely probably the next guy up.
I finally watched it on Sunday.
Nice.
Okay.
So based on I agree with everything y'all said. Here's my point. How much of that on the back end, hear me out, how much of that on the back end to credit his title run do we have to give Adam his flowers for? because I feel like Adam Copeland and Paul Heyman deserve their fucking flowers for giving us Damian Priest.
I think they virtually created him.
Yeah,
They
bro.
helped him create the persona he was looking for.
I was gonna say,
Heyman gave him the
knowing
confidence.
Heyman was behind it.
Yeah.
This is where what we talked about during Paul Heyman's Hall of Fame there. Bro, Heyman is just all around the GOAT.
Yes.
You put up a Mount Rushmore, and bro, you have to have Paul Heyman up there. I don't care if it's manager or booker or writer. Knowing what he's done behind the scenes, knowing what he's done with the talent, knowing how he takes special interest in them and helps grow. Paul Heyman, hands down the GOAT, bro.
Absolutely. 100% agreed. Cannot argue
you know what,
with it.
man, while we're on topic of Damian, they're set to be taking on Dom and Liv. From what I'm understanding, you're gonna get terror twins of Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, and Dom and Liv. We're gonna call them Team Dirtbag. Are you team? Hey, hang on. For 2 questions, are you Team Terror or Team Dirtbag? Second question: what kind of match are we looking to see? Because I would love, and I posted it, but I'd love to see a Berlin street fight between this. Trevor.
I'm Team Terror for 1. Team Terror. 2, I want it in a steel cage. Can't run nowhere. Can't run. Hell in a Cell, there's spaces you can still run. Steel cage, that mean business. And guess what?
Okay.
I'm gonna also say this. We done had a lot of Hell in a Cell matches in recent years, but it's been a little bit of a minute since we got a steel cage match.
Eric says Team Dirtbag.
And I thought he was a cool dude.
Hey, no. Hey, heel turn. I like that.
I like it.
Hear me out.
No, and
Good people. Eric, good people.
Look, there's a part of me that's Team Dirtbag.
Hear me out.
But there's another part that I'm just like, come on.
Now, I was a massive Eddie Guerrero fan. Massive. Okay. Since I was a little kid, because I'm that old, have been a huge fan, not an iconic style type fanish, but a huge fan of Rey Mysterio just because of his ability. And like, if you can't like be a fan of his, first off, for real.
Watching his shit ECW and then watching him in WCW and knowing how he took that cruiserweight division, bro,
right,
with him and Juventud inside, bro.
Now that Dominic has been like put in the spotlight even more with a different person, I'm really looking for him to step out. So I personally am kind of like over here thinking like this, because look, Liv, as far as the overall persona, is not mommy. End of story. She's got a good character. She's got her fan base. I'm a fan of hers, and I'm team mommy too. So I'm like 50-50. You can flip a coin. And I support Damian Priest, but I'm really ready for Dominic Mysterio Guerrero to be able to get his flowers. I really am. So the crowd will shut up and let him talk. It just goes so much better.
No. Hear me out. I like that the crowd don't let him talk. It adds to that character development.
It does.
Like, don't get me wrong. Hands down, he can cut a good promo. We saw it a few weeks ago when he told Liv to get the fuck out his life. Granted, it was a small little segment of him saying something, but the fact that he was allowed to get a promo out to show he developed. Yeah, okay. You can cut a promo now. We can go back to booing you to make you shut the fuck up.
Right.
I'm still a big Dom fan. I'm still a huge Dominic fan. I think I'm a
bigger Damian Priest fan, but I just want
his ass.
Right.
You know what, man? I'm a Dom fan, more now than I was in the beginning.
Me too.
So,
Me too.
So when he first came out,
The
I was
last
kinda
6 months, I became a
I really
Dominic
wanted to
Mysterio
see
fan.
where it go because I'm like, if you anything like your dad, cool. But your
Yeah.
dad has an asterisk on his career. He ain't never been a heel. So the fact that Dominic because if you listen to Dominic talk about all the work he does with WWE,
Yeah.
he's a yes man. You want me to jump off this? Okay. You want me to do this? Oh, because he wants the training,
Bro,
he wants the experience, he wants
the
to be
fact that
better.
last year he was behind Seth Rollins in most overall matches, I think is a testament to really who Dom is, bro. Like, you gotta give him his respect.
I agree.
I mean, he wasn't
And he's
great.
grown a lot
when he
in the
first
ring.
came out. Yeah, when he first came out, it was one of those like, all right, man, we're really about to get Eddie's son, or Ray's son, Eddie's son. How are we gonna do this? I figured a couple months. It was just a pandemic thing.
Yeah.
And then it really kicked off, and I'm like, okay, whatever. They're sticking with the kid. And then Judgment Day happened.
Judgment Day was the best thing for it.
Bro, I became
It was
a bigger
the only
fan
way
of
to
Dom.
get out from his dad's shadow, either one of his pops. Because he's actually in his dad's, one of his pop's shadow. He's got his dad and Ray, and his pops is Eddie, right? So he's in his pop's shadow over here because Eddie was a hell of a heel, boy. Let me tell you what.
Hey, but think about it though, and I'm putting this up there. Finn Balor and Liv Morgan promised to tear their Judgment Day from the inside out in 2021. They may have started with Damian and Rhea, but I don't think they're done.
So I'm not gonna lie, I remember this and
long-term storytelling,
right.
Bro.
I remember this and I'm like, what if they're the actual duo, but the scapegoat because it's the easiest way in is
Dom.
Dominic. Why? Because Dominic gets a male. What's wrong with males? Big boobs and a booty. You see big boobs, you see a booty, your head turn quick.
Right. And that's the perfect persona as to what happened to Dom. That's just like
Dom walked away from that.
Well, when you got a girl, okay, I'm gonna break it down like this.
No, he
if
stayed
you
alive
got
for
a
a few
girl
more
at
weeks.
home,
Bro, Dom
You
went
got the
from
girl
something
at
like
home.
this to something like that.
It makes him feel more masculine. I mean,
listen,
dude, me next to mommy would make me feel like a sissy lala.
listen.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I just be like, "Mommy, bench press me."
First off, I like them taller than me because then that means they stumble very easily. So
Hey, as a kid, I enjoyed climbing trees.
that fucking part. It might not look like it, but I promise you, I like climbing trees. But what I was gonna say though is that comment, it makes me, like I said, Dom's was the scapegoat, easily distracted by beauty. But if you really look at it, yes, it took him a minute to cave. But that's the whole, hey, you got a wife at home or girlfriend, fiance, baby
Yeah,
mama.
I was gonna say, Liv is the only one in this whole equation that's single.
Yeah.
Off camera.
Off camera.
She's the only one single off camera, man. Like, the other two are married.
Finn's married. Dom's married.
Oh, yeah, Finn's married, if you want to include him. McDonough's married.
Ain't Priest married?
Priest is married. No.
Yes.
No.
No, he's got a girlfriend.
Yeah, I think it's Katana Chance. I ain't trying to put
the way she be
like
posting
that.
this motherfucker on her TikToks and social media.
Hey, I'm so glad I'm not the only one that's caught that.
I was like,
nope, I have.
But hang on. So my other thing is too, if we're peeping their social media, have y'all seen Mia Yim's social media always at Shayna Baszler's house?
Yeah, they're good friends.
I know. So when our group, the lesbians, came out,
You know,
I thought she was
yeah,
gonna
but do
go
you,
with them since there's really no OC right now.
do you know? Yeah, but do you know who Mia Yim's married to?
Keith Lee.
Yes, sir.
I'm waiting
I
for
wish
him
he
to come
never
back.
left. I wish he never left.
Bro, he ain't doing shit over there.
He's on his. He's out. He's injured.
No, yeah, he's got a health concern from last I seen. But bro, it's the same thing that they had, the same issues they had with them in WWE. That's why they were forcing them on the weight loss programs and shit.
Yeah.
I was reading about that a while ago.
Like I watched an interview one time, and Mark Henry was actually talking about him and how he had advised him, because that was the same thing WWE did to him. You know, if you look at Damian Priest's story, he lost his job because he was too big. You know, and he had to slim down. You know, it's when your health become. I mean, you know, look, Yokozuna, he was the same way. That's why he couldn't pass a physical. And the WWE had to release him, and he was young.
What I'm getting at, though, is if you look at Keith Lee,
Right?
it's not the body, it's not the body sham part. What I'm going at is the health issues. That's why Keith Lee was out for so long in WWE.
Yeah.
When he caught COVID, there was other issues that were fighting back with him.
Right.
And, bro, I guarantee you, bro, they don't have the training staff over, and not the shit. Well, kind of the bust balls, but not the bust balls.
Right. No doubt.
But I guarantee you, bro, they ain't got this shit going on like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, it's not what it, bro. They ain't taking care of the shit.
So I got a
hey,
new toy. Let me show off my toy.
I know we're waiting for Daniel. He just messaged me and told me that the service isn't strong enough in the arena to come in, so I can vouch for that going to shows previously. When stuff like this goes on, your cell service is not as strong. So
They're built that way for a reason.
Yeah, I know he's still tuning in though, but man, much love for him for at least trying and attempting.
Hey, shout out to Derek.
We will get him in tonight though. I will have a recording tomorrow or post it up later on this week. We are gonna have Daniel and his daughter Annabeth, who we had mentioned earlier, with an interview. She out there has the hair dyed, dressed like Cody Rhodes, and last I talked to him, bro, she was getting her face painted.
Nice.
Now, we got 10 minutes left of the show. Before we go any further, man, I know we all been talking about it. September 6th, we are going to be doing it, or let me back up for a second. Friday, September 6th, is going to be the relaunch of what the Pancakes Powerbombs are. That being said, we are going down to just one show a week. It will be Friday night, 10 o'clock, immediately following WWE SmackDown. We will be releasing it also throughout the week. The Plunder will be still going live Thursday at 7 p.m. And we will be running until kickoff of the Thursday night show, or the Thursday night football season. And we will also be doing pregame and postgame for your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So check in for that. And I know Derek's got more coming out. We will have all those announcements coming this season throughout the Plunder. But September 6th, let's go ahead and give everybody a preview of what they get to look forward to, fellas, shall we?
Okay.
Excited.
Sun's coming up as you look to the skies, go down to the water and bathe in the light. Oh my love, oh my love. The angels are singing. whisper words of the heart as I'm holding you close. Keep a shelter from the dark, oh my love.
Ooh.
We are going to be
Nice.
debuting and relaunching the Pancakes and Powerbombs into what will be considered Friday Night Heel Turn. I'm excited for that, bro. We here at 88, me and Derek have talked behind the scenes. We are going to be doing one show strictly football and covering all your football needs with all different types of content. And then we will also be doing more wrestling talk.
Wrestling.
So,
Listen,
speaking of that, I know we talked about being online football. I know we do the online wrestling too. Bro, we really need to get up with JTV and all that. We need to get Madden games going, college football games. You know what, bro? Create a wrestler little tournaments, even do that with the
so
people.
I
love this.
didn't want to spoil it yet because
Got
I
my
was trying
wrestler
to
created
think
and everything.
about how I want to do that. So I've been, gabbing out the mouth, and with these two incredible people, the Anomaly is working on a show that is trying to bring y'all a little bit more of just a podcast show, but also I can get some of my friends to join along and we can stream some games and talk shit, and you can hear us all talk shit, and you can figure out who's good at video games and suck at video games. And I'm not gonna lie, I probably suck at video games for somebody that plays them all day long.
Once I
Hey,
once I
so
finally get the stuff to do the overlays, I mean, I can constantly share, like in the posts on Facebook. I can constantly share my content from my Twitch, onto the show, onto the page. So there's always links for that, so you can go watch me play all the time.
yeah, I was
I'm
gonna say, I
always.
know during the pandemic, I did do the whole unfiltered podcast with Buck's Life, and that was really what it was focused on. Is like I was having a hard time with cutting down on my mouth and filter and all that shit. Video games helped a little bit with it.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, that's where, bro. That and no dig at anybody at Buck's Life, but that's why I started the whole thing with 88. And you know what, bro? Be yourself. Have
absolutely.
fun. And they're not to say they're not telling us that, but they were trying to be professional to where we're just having fun.
Listen, as somebody that was raised in a household, or my apologies, somebody that was raised in two split households, I heard a lot of colorful language growing up, so that only trickled down to this beautiful king you see here. So I'ma say fuck, I'ma say shit, I'ma say cuss words that are not kid friendly, but just know I love the babies. Ray loves the babies. I got a lot of nicknames and personas. You'll learn them as we get on
Ray
and
Ray
go.
Lord,
Ray loves his babies,
Hashtag
whether
Ray
I
Ray
know them
loves the
or not.
babies.
Ray loves his babies. Okay.
Ray love the kids.
Ray love the kids. That's one. And two, listen, they told me about heel turn coming on Fridays for Friday, September the 6th. And I'm not gonna lie, my black ass jumped out of bed all excited trying to do this shit now. But obviously we got some work to do a little bit. But I'm
Hey,
excited. I'm
we
excited.
gonna have fun. We gonna have fun with that. Hey, so since we got 5 minutes left before Monday Night Raw, we got American Made going against Alpha Academy. I can already see how this is running. So let me just ask a question. What are the White Six about to do to American Made to get me invested into Bash at Berlin match?
I mean, okay, so this is where my head was going. I saw this match. First off, it's a Texas Tornado Tag match or something. It's a Texas something.
Okay.
They changed the stipulation and made it a Texas, but it's basically a tornado tag team, a Texas Tornado Tag Team match.
Yeah, both men are in the ring at the same time.
Yeah.
For the
Right.
match.
But
Which
what piques
means
my
I think it's no
interest,
DQ.
yes, which is why I was like, ooh, Chad Gable's gonna come out, get involved in some kind of way because he don't like the way he was treated, which means the Wyatt Six don't like you fucking up your family. So therefore, that's how I see them integrated, and that's how my wheels was turning a little bit to kind of keep, because realistically, if you look at American Made, they're in two storylines that is technically one storyline.
Mhm.
So that's how I kind of see it.
You
But
know, I'd like to be able to go against that, but I just can't go against the grain with this one. That is like the most logical approach to all of these, entities that we're discussing. And you can't just end it on that match. You have to keep the Wyatt Six involved. The fans are on point right now. Do not lose traction with this at all. I mean, for
I'm with
real.
you on that.
Like it
I'm
would
with you
be
on
the
that.
biggest. It would be the biggest botch in WWE history if they let them fail right now. And I think they need to continue to
So
keep them involved. And I think they need to build. I think what's coming up is going to be an Uncle Howdy and Chad Gable match.
I think at one point it has to lead to a Gable and a Howdy match. There's no way.
Yeah, I think
First off,
that's what ends this, though. Honestly, in
I
my
don't.
opinion.
Whoa. Hang on, because the mime, I gotta hit my
Uh-oh.
mellow. The mime went to working when y'all peaked and
Uh-oh.
said Uncle Howdy.
Okay.
So I feel like obviously you gotta throw it on the pay-per-view. So it's gonna go to Bash at Berlin. It's gonna be some form of a way. It's gonna be either a tag team or a one-on-one match for Bash at Berlin.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
because of this thing that we all are loving right now called long-term storybooking, you don't see this rolling the Survivor Series to have a War Games match?
No. I don't think this makes the cut for War Games.
Okay. The
There's
wheels
too
went to
many.
turning because I was like, I can see it
There's
because
too many. There's too many other storylines that carry higher value.
okay,
I
And
agree.
no disrespect to the Wyatt Six.
obvious.
I see people talking about the whole, they're starting to get stale. They're not. They're not the top story like you would see
They're
a Bray
not shooting
Wyatt.
them up to the top right now because they're not ready.
Yeah, they're working them back in, and I get it. I'm not mad.
So the reason I said War Games is because that kind of gets Nikki Cross back into the ring too, and she can go against Ivy Niles. It'll be a weird
Now,
War
maybe
Games
you
match,
don't have
but
to do maybe it's not a War Games. Maybe
an
you get
elimination
something.
tag match or something.
Maybe you get something at Bad Blood.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Because
October.
I was gonna say you went to
October.
November, and I'm thinking October Bad Blood. I know I've been talking a lot of Hell in a Cell. I'm not gonna talk that. What about just a non-sanctioned match,
That
No
seems fair.
DQ.
or what if the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match comes back?
I actually enjoyed that.
And think about it, bro. It's Pitch Black. Mountain Dew could potentially come out with that.
That'll give it a
I'm
full
not a
circle
fan.
moment for Bo. That'll give it a
Not
full
a fan.
circle moment for Bo. I like it
I'm
because
not a fan either, but that was, you know what, man, for a somatic match there, that shit was kind of cool.
I mean, look for the effect of watching it one time and being like, that was wrestling. Holy shit! It was interesting from that perspective, but I didn't enjoy the match as a wrestling fan at all.
As a wrestling fan, it was wonky.
Yes,
Now,
great word.
knowing Bray Wyatt matches, I'm excited now.
But the
And the
creativity,
credit-
don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the concept of what they were going for. And like every fan is not different, and sometimes you got to reach around the corner to get a different fan.
All right, well, we got credits coming on. Let's talk. Does Sami Zayn get the IC title back?
no.
Yeah, I don't
No.
think so either.
Also, good fans. I know we finna cut off, don't forget, mommy's either taking it all off or kicking it all off right now.
I'm hoping for yes. Yes.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you guys Friday night following WWE SmackDown.